Okay, next is from Durban, and the subject is Camille Brickhouse.
Okay, wait.
Camille Brickhouse, Happy New Year's, Conan and Glenn. I hope that 2023 brings my great good friend Conan much improved health and happiness, and a new podcasting microphone set up for disco. What's wrong with my microphone setup?
Now that we already talked about them, the Get My Go guys are audio snobs. So
what's wrong?
They don't like when you use headsets. They think you should have the.
No, I sit in my bed in comfort doing this podcast, and I don't just do this setup like I'm a news anchor. Okay, okay. The NWA World's Women's Champion Camille started 2023 by saying she's only training with her husband Tom Latimer and is looking to get out of her comfort zone by training with others in the industry. Conan, you wisely booked Camille for AAA last year after I suggested it to you. Who would you recommend Camille train with, and what should she focus on? Glenn, if you were to train with Camille in Vegas, what skills would you teach her? This is from Mike Durbin, the NWA Live Power Knoxville front row correspondent. Yeah.
Do you know there's like a independent wrestling photographer rivalry? Like these guys all try to screw each other out of opportunities to be ringside.
Podcast producer rivalry, so why not?
They put out like little side insults on their tweets towards each other like that. Apparently, Durbin was saying this, that he's muscling in on the independent wrestling photography. And then he noticed like other guys at the shows, they like purposely stand in his way, or he's seen tweets that kind of take shots at him. You know, like it's kind of funny that there's even politics
the wrestling nerd community is a vicious, like group of individuals.
They all hate each other.
Just goes to show, right? It's like, bro, it's like all these dirt sheet guys and these people that think they're a part of the business but were never in the business kind of have a really attitude towards others in the business that have the same like level of expertise as they do, which is none. Like that's it's kind of funny. So next is from Ultra Frog Roller Frog.
Tremendous.
First, there's a new guy here. Yes, he didn't put a subject.
Right.
I had to come back to email you guys to take a on Billy Body. I'm listening to your upload on Sasha Banks, and Billy says WWE has no creative plans for Charlotte Flair.
There it is.
Come on, guys, you have to bury him over this one. Plus, you can stop hiding his name on YouTube. He's such a. First of all, I'm going to tell you something. We're not burying him on this because it's a good thing that he didn't know the spoiler. Because if he spoiled this for us, it wouldn't have been a good spot. Like the dirt sheet guys are not supposed to know all of the creative plans, right? If they did know all the creative plans, it'd be leaked, and there wouldn't be any there would be no reason to watch the show. So
right,
anyway,
like they know. Let me piggyback off of that. So he might know a guy who's getting information that only maybe 20 other people know.
Right.
But when they want to keep it close to the vest, like 3 people or 4 people will know, and that's it. So you can't know everything, and that's not defending him. It is what it is.
Right. It's like nobody had Charlotte Flair coming back, which is like we said, which is good.
Right.
I don't want to go through. It would have been
basically and what the promoter basically says, because I've done that before, is okay. We're going to do this. Nobody needs to know. Right. Boom.
Yeah. So you don't tell anybody. You tell the person. You tell the producer. Whoever's in the truck. Okay, and then you bring him to the show. You hide him, and then 5 minutes before they're ready to go out there, you bring him out.
Boom. And it's a real surprise.
You have to do that these days because there's so many stooges and so many dirt sheet guys that people want to stooge stuff off and text people and everything, So, but when the business,
this is how long ago we were in the business, because in our day it wasn't like that.
Right.
It kind of started.
There was like only a handful of guys that contacted the dirt sheets, and then now it's like everybody has multiple people on speed dial. So I had to come back to email. Okay. Anyway, guys, with Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio moving ahead, I think it's pretty likely that Dom turns face after the match. Has a nice moment with Rey, and maybe Rey retires at WrestleMania. I know they're on Mark booking, but what do you guys think of the idea of this? AJ Styles and OC start backing Rey up against Judgment Day. Then after Rey and Dom reunite, we get a faction of Styles, Balor, and Gallows and Anderson. I know the WWE can't call the Bullet Club, but that could be a good angle, no? P.S. Any inside scoop on when Randy Orton might be coming back? I don't know.
I want to tackle this first. No, I don't think that the Bullet Club idea has any steam left. They've tried it so many times in so many different places that it's lost its luster more and more each time.
I will say this. No, I do not like Dom as a babyface.
No.
Why would you want to? He's just now in his first 3-4 months as a heel, and you want to turn him already? That's ridiculous. No, Dom is a good heel. You got to get hot as a heel before you turn. Okay, now he's like a good big heel right now, and he's like a punk, but he needs to get heated up by winning screwing somebody over and winning one of the belts or something like that. That's when you talk about turning him. You know, it's like when he has his run with the belt and he loses, he's still hot, and then he turns. So
yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing them tease it. Like, all right, they have the match. Ray brings him in for the old father-son hug, and Dom, squirts out some tears and then kicks him in the.
Yeah,
that's good right there.
What about you, Conan?
I wish your dad did that to you.
Yeah.